Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about things to see and do on the campuses. So there are a few ways we're going to explore schools in regards to just the things that you get to do on campus, around campus, what the culture is like. Is it a healthy, active, outdoorsy campus? Is it more of a coffee shop in the city campus? What will you be doing there? You want to know. So the first thing we'll start with is the things to see and do section of the profile. The first thing we have to understand is different schools have different things. Some of them you'll see have guided campus tours, etc., maps, blah, blah, blah. But in this case, we're going to start out with what school is this? This is University of Vermont, UVM. So we're going to click this, which it's always fun to read these because they're really nice overviews of just what's going on there. You'll start to get a sense of the culture and the outdoorsiness of UVM, the ski, snow skating, yada, yada, all that fun stuff. And then this separates the real college nerd searchers from the others. I'm one of the college nerd searchers, so I'll do things like I'll go in and you know I'm going to drop in a couple of places, but I'm going to start out with the nightlife and social scene. I'm going to look at Nectars because I've heard of the band Fish, so I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go up to the 3D Earth, and I'm just going to drop in the name of a location. The reason why this is cool is you start out at the campus and you get to see how far of a jump it is. If it's right buried in the campus, far away, it kind of does two things at once. It shows us what it is, and it also gives us the proximity. Oh, so that's a pretty cool little place to see music, I think. And then I can cruise down the street and get a sense more of Burlington. I'm going to close this. I'm going to drop in somewhere else. I'm going to go things to see and do. Let's not look at another night place. Let's look at a coffee place. All right, cozy, rustic, strong coffee friendly vibe. I'm gonna go for this sleek, modern spot, perfect for studying. Let's see how modern they are. And again, I can do this over and over. And I feel like I learn a lot about the campuses this way. So that's a pretty short jump, walking distance, maybe cross country skiing distance in the snow. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that sleek and modern place. Can we go in? Oh, we can. Look at this. That's pretty sweet. Oh, 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 the lucky few. We get to sit there. Everyone else looks uncomfortable. No, just kidding. Looks great. And then, you know what? Let's do one more. Let's go looking outdoorsy. Let's go to the top. Actually, let's jump into another school. That's even more fun. Let's go opposite side of the country, or pretty much to UT Austin. I'm gonna check them out real quickly. Let's check out, let's go to Rapalopoulos Pizza. So this goes back to the last version of the blue list that we had, because we didn't have so much information at our fingertips. We had to, devise ways, and we used to call it the pizza test, is we would enter any school and we would put in the word pizza, and then we would see what pizza places were around, because college kids love pizza. There's no doubt about it. Then you can kind of get a sense of, the downtowny type area that kids hang out in. Looks like lots of photo spots here. So this looks like a tattoo parlor rather than a pizza shop. Let's get out of here. It is a tattoo parlor. I was just being funny. Pizza place is over here. In case you want to get a slice and a tattoo. All right, so this looks like Austin as I know it. Hot day, outside seating, walk-up window. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that feels like the vibe of Austin. So of course you can do that all day long. Apparently I do. Then you can go to clubs and activities. This will show you all the different things you can do on campus. This is really helpful when you start doing your supplemental essays, because I'm someone that cares about the environment, if I can spell it. And now these should, it doesn't look too environmental. All right. Oh, that type of environment. I was looking for more environmental science. I'm going to do something that's easier, do film. And these are all the film clubs. How am I going to get involved on campus? Open this up and, just go in and read about them. There's usually a good number at the bigger schools. So check out the clubs and activities, which is always fun. Local area info, which is helpful. Either if you just want to know more about the city, check out some sightseeing things you can go and visit while you're there. And then there's usually nice like photo essays. There's usually travel journals, but you can get a real sense of the city. Is really fun to kayak in there. And then what else? Study abroad. Obviously, this is something that would depend on, let's go to one that has I don't know which one. Let's try USC. What do they have for study abroad? Yeah, I like the ones with maps. You can click and see all the places you'd want to go. And then it'll give you all the programs you want to check out. And these are great. You can kind of check out by the major, and you can just kind of get excited about all the opportunities you'll have for things to see and do on campus and also globally. Also, a lot of these schools will have, let me find one before I talk. Yeah, they'll have guided campus tours. And these are just nice. Someone's voice might start popping out really loud. I'm going to close this and just get right into it.
Welcome to the University of Rochester and the Eastman Quad.
All right, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but these are really nice just to kind of like, it walks you around. You can go and jump into the different areas. There's someone touring you through them. I'm always, looking at these, just again, another layer of kind of understanding these schools. So you're going to have lots of things to do with just this little group of links and, cross-linking it with the 3D Earth. Then just on a pure 3D Earth level, I will quite often just go and set it to north. And I will back up. I'll just take a look at like where I am in the world, because that'll kind of inform some of the things I'll be doing. Basically, I'm near a river. There's not much of a city around me. A lot of it looks green. It's by the Canadian border. So, I'm not going to say that automatically kind of tells you your lifestyle, but it's going to inform it a little bit. There's that. Then lastly, there is the playlist button, which, there's going to always be videos in here of people doing things, in the snow. There'll be kind of day in the lives. There'll be, you just scroll through these. These always start out with campus overviews, like drone views, and then it usually goes down into the more particular stuff, like day in the life. And you can just kind of follow the students around or click on some things. That's our playlist. Then the school will have their YouTube channel over here that you can always look at. This is obviously going to be more promotional, but it's also very informative for all the things you can see and do on campus. So click around. read, do some of the tricks that I did and learn more about these campuses. And happy listing, everybody.